Andy Ruiz Jr. and Luis Ortiz revealed a brutal battle between them. According to sources, the match would be held in July, but many people think that Luis King Kong Ortiz is too old to continue his boxing career. Will he announce his retirement after the match with Andy Ruiz? Let's find out in today's video. But before we start, remember, hit the like button, subscribe, and tap that icon bell so you never miss out on any updates from Boxing Insane. There is information that Tyrone Spong is not the next opponent of Andy Ruiz Jr. as previously announced. As revealed by ESPN, former unified heavyweight champion Andy Ruiz Jr. has decided to change plans for a comeback home and instead fulfill a previous contract to face Cuban fighter Luis Ortiz. The bout between Ortiz and Ruiz is scheduled to take place this summer on July 16, 2022 at Plaza de Toros Calafia, Mexicali, Mexico. The retirement. Luis Ortiz, listed at 43 years old, a birth date March 29, 1979. But many question his age, and it's become a subject on message boards and joked about regularly by his peers and whispered among boxing scribes. Due to his extensive amateur career that spanned over 360 fights, the fact he fought for the Cuban national team from 2002 to 2008, and his weathered look, King Kong's age continues to be questioned. Ortiz is 43, but he looks like a 50-year-old chain smoker. But whatever Ortiz's age, we know he's old for a fighter. However, one thing nobody questions is his ability. Ortiz's prowess is also demonstrated through his intense battle career. A few years ago, he stood as the only fighter to nearly finish Wilder inside a boxing ring before Tyson Fury did.
Ortiz looking to get closer. There's a big straight left. And Ortiz have put together a brilliant game plan.
He did. His technical prowess and heavy punch routine have been too much for his opponents to overcome, and Wilder remains impressed by his opponent on fight night regardless of his age.
Ortiz wants to fight. Coming in forward, but it's one shot there by Ortiz.
At the present time, he's still very skilled and has power, so he can be dangerous early. But his movement, athleticism, speed, reflexes, his chin, and overall conditioning have degraded to a fraction of where they were. With this speed of aging and the body and the effects of age, it's a disadvantage for King Kong in all competitions with all these opponents at the same ranking. Therefore, retirement with Ortiz is entirely possible. One of the reasons for him to continue is that championship belt. He won't give up on his dream to become a world champion, but as we all know, the prestigious world championship belts are all being held, and it's also set to lead to a unified title fight between Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, Alexander Usyk, and Dillian Whyte. Even if the official match dates of the rematches haven't been announced, Ortiz will probably be waiting a long time with slim hope to win, or he'll just give up. Even if he doesn't give up, his age and physical condition won't wait. However, the Cuban boxer has too many reasons to fight. Perhaps the most decisive and important is his daughter. He wants to continue to bring attention to the plight of his daughter, Liz Mercedes, who suffers from a special skin condition. We actually would have never seen Ortiz go pro if it wasn't for his daughter's life-threatening skin disease. To be frank, continuing to compete can be costly in terms of his daughter's medical treatment. And of course, he wants to make a good living as long as he can.
Mis hijos son todo para mí. ellos son la razón por la que yo me subo.
If King Kong chooses to retire after his match with Ruiz, then he'll probably have to do his best to make his match the most explosive. And let's compare some basic aspects of these boxers. First is tactics. Andy Ruiz has a lot of strength. He's quick of hand and foot with very respectful power in both hands. Enthusiasm, speed, his style of getting to his opponent behind a deceptively fast jab, and his agile feet. His footwork isn't pretty like the rest of his game, but he closes the distance before opponents know it. And Ruiz's magic power and speed can be the weapon to counter opponents and win over Ortiz. For King Kong Ortiz, he's proved his boxing brain to match up with other skills, and some might argue that his power or his nasty streak might be his biggest strength. But Ortiz is a very intelligent and skillful boxer, and I view his biggest strength as agile footwork. He cuts the ring off nicely as demonstrated when cornering all his opponents, and he's excellent at using his feet to step out of danger when opponents are firing back. About body index, one look at Andy Ruiz and nobody would think he's a heavyweight champion of the world because of his lack of reach and his obese-style body. He has a height of only 1.88 meters and his reach is also 1.88 meters. Compared to other competitors in the same heavyweight range, it's really a weakness for the Destroyer. Ortiz, he's got better height and reach than Ruiz. King Kong has a height of 1.93 meters and a reach of 1.98 meters. And this is, of course, an advantage over opponents. It allows him to throw direct punches or left hooks with great power while still able to dodge Ruiz's blows. About professional boxing records, Andy Ruiz has fought 36 professional fights with 34 wins, 22 by knockout, 12 by decision, and has 2 losses. Ruiz's win rate is 94.44%. Ortiz has participated in a total of 37 professional matches with 33 wins, 28 by knockout, 3 by decision, 2 by disqualification, and 2 losses. King Kong's win rate is currently 89.19%. Let's talk physical status. Ruiz had to undergo knee surgery in August of 21 due to an injury after a fight with Chris Arreola. Perhaps that injury has recovered, so recently Ruiz has returned to training.
Ortiz chance to win this fight. Uppercut there by Ruiz, able to land with the right hand. Arreola landed with his own right hand.
Ortiz also suffered a hand injury after a match against Charles Martin on New Year's Eve of 22. However, Ortiz is still very confident and ready for the match between himself and Andy Ruiz.
A 42-year-old Luis Ortiz. He's badly hurt. He doesn't even...
This is the match that Luis Ortiz has been waiting for a long, long time. So will this be his last match before retiring? If Ortiz wins, it will be one of the most memorable of his life, and maybe the motivation for him to continue his boxing career. If he loses, then perhaps the road to the championship belt is just too far.
Go!
So who'll be the winner of the match? Andy Destroyer Ruiz Jr. or Luis King Kong Ortiz? Do you think Ortiz will retire after this match? Let us know in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap that icon bell so you never miss another video from Boxing Insane. Stay safe, and we'll see you next time.